Okay, so for example 2, same thing. Determine if it's a function, find the domain and range. Once again, this is not a function. We can tell by the vertical line test like we learned about before. So this is no. Now, in this case, we don't have individual points. We have a series of points. So I'm actually going to erase this. And so what we need is the domain, remember, is all my x values. So it's all possible x values this graph could reach. And so see how it starts at the left, right? So if I were to just like graph what's happening, like it starts at negative, so the domain is, it starts at -7, it goes to 0, and then it goes back and then goes infinity in this direction, like that, if I'm just tracking the x values. Now, when it bends back at this point here, this is considered a closed circle whenever it bends back on itself. And so I'm going to use the function notation. So my minimum value is -infinity. And remember, whenever we have -infinity, or infinity, we use a parentheses. And then my maximum value, my maximum x value, remember going left and right, so left and right here, is 0. So it goes up to 0. Because it actually does touch 0, I use a bracket. Now for the range, I'm going to do the opposite. I'm going to look up and down, right? So I'll do this in green. All right, so I'm looking at the y values. So once again, I'm going to start at this -4, and then I just go up, and then I just keep going up and up and up to infinity, like that. And so in this case, because I have an open circle at -4 here, I would use a parentheses, -4, because it's not going to equal -4, but it'll get super close. And then it goes all the way up, and it's going to keep going forever to infinity. And so it would go from -4 to infinity. And that's my range.